Hi, I'm Jeanette Kaplun, editor and founder of Hispana Global, hispanaglobal.com in Espanol, hispanaglobal.net in English. I'm actually a CEO of my own company. I'm a content producer, but I'm also a TV host, and I'm also a mom. I do what I do because I love sharing information, love sharing tips, and also helping others. So I found my own path. I carved it out when I wasn't able to find actually something that could, include everything that I love to do. I love to write, I love to speak, I love to be with other people, but above all, I love sharing anything that I find useful. And I'm able to do it right now thanks to the internet, thanks to social media, thanks to being able to actually on your own phone, being able to create content, create video, create audio, create pictures. So I spend my entire life creating, which is what I love to do. I grew up in the 80s and I studied journalism. I knew that I wanted to be a journalist since I was 10 years old. It was either that or being a classical ballerina. My parents did not allow me to do the dance route, so I abandoned dance when I was 12 years old, but I never abandoned writing and journalism. So I'm here today, but I never ever imagined what social media would bring to my life, what a computer would bring to my life, and what I would be able to do with technology. Now I create content on the fly, wherever I am, even on a plane. That did not exist when I only was used to writing with a typewriter. First of all, fear is your worst enemy, and perfectionism is also your worst enemy. I always remind myself that better is done than perfect, because I've always thought of amazing things that other people end up doing because I wasn't courageous enough to actually just do that thing, do something that it's in my mind, because I was afraid that I was going to do it in such a bad way. Let's say that you're thinking about writing a book. I'm always criticizing my own writing. I'm like, so is that going to stop me from writing? Every single day that I face a blank page, I'm like, I'll just go and write for myself. I'm not going to write for other people, because if not, I'm always going to be constantly battling with my self-esteem. The only way to empower yourself is to actually recognize that you are scared, but then push through and do whatever it takes to make those dreams come true. Well, I picked out a word for this year, which is to transcend. So I want to transcend my fears. I want to transcend my words. I want to transcend my platforms. What does that mean? I don't want to be irrelevant. So it means constantly reinventing myself, constantly challenging myself, constantly growing. That sometimes is painful, but it also makes you much more useful for others. But above all, it makes you happier. It makes you feel more fulfilled, because once you're growing and you're achieving something new, you're going to feel like this tall instead of this size when you let fear take over. Life is a constant start and restart, and if you fall 8 times, you need to get up 9 times. And I believe in reinventing yourself every single day, because every day brings a challenge. And if you're not challenging yourself, you're going to stay where you are, you're going to become stagnant, you're going to become irrelevant, and you're going to be very unhappy, because what I do really is not for others. I do it because I need to be fulfilled. I need to be challenged. I need to improve myself every single day. And I would say that even if you're successful at something, it means that you're unsuccessful at other things. So carving your own path means finding what makes you happy, what is your passion, but also finding a way to make a living out of it, because we need to be realistic. We can't live from dreams. We can't really sustain ourselves from ideas. But if you have a great idea and you do nothing to put it into action, it's just air, it's just a thought. You need to take concrete steps, and the only way to actually know if that idea is going to work or not is by doing something to make it a reality. And if it fails, then you choose another idea. So if something fails, it just means that, okay, that's not for me. I need to figure out what will work. So in life, it's not only about what you want and what makes you happy, it's also about knowing what you don't want and what makes you unhappy. So as long as you can avoid what makes you unhappy, what doesn't make you feel good, what doesn't feel right, I feel that you're on the right path. And the other thing is that you need to understand that what might be a failure today is actually a huge success, because it's giving you the tools to be able to actually find what will be your path and actually give you the strength and the power to actually fulfill your dreams. Well, everything that I do really is on my social. I'm at Jeanette Kaplun across all social media platforms and at Hispana Global. But also I blog a lot about what I do. So whenever you want to catch up with me, head over to my blog, hispanaglobal.com in Espanol or hispanaglobal.net in English.